Good morning out there, everybody. This is Alan. Hey, we're right back at it with another show. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got breaking news. If you live in the 409, if you live in the Jasper area, we've got a tanker truck that's collided at approximately 4 a.m. with a Dodge Ram pickup truck. The highway between 190 East and Dam B, B.A. Steinhagen Lake, will be closed down. Plus, the president saying that the TSA workers must get paid, and he will sign an order. Plus, we've got a Black Hawk helicopter just a couple of days ago that came dangerously close to crashing into an American Airlines flight loaded with passengers. Those and many more stories here. D9J Sports, where we venture off to other things. We're on the drive this morning. Let's get into this thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I stated earlier, breaking news, we have at approximately 4 a.m. this morning, we had a tanker truck carrying hazardous materials that crashed into a Dodge Ram pickup truck on Highway 190 in between Dam B and B.A. Steinhagen Lake, formerly known, like I said, Dam B. The highway will be closed down due to the fact that the truck was carrying hazardous materials. When the highway will be open back up yet is to be known. That's a story that we're going to have to keep monitoring on. If you travel that way, I don't know how you're going to get to work. I know I've got to go that way. I'm probably going to go the back way and see if I can get there. I don't want to have to drive all the way up 63 to Coleman. You know how damn gas prices are. And one person critically injured. The driver of the 18-wheel tanker truck that was carrying the hazardous materials was able to escape and get out, while the driver of the Dodge Ram pickup truck, they did get him out, but he had to stay in. It was a minute before they got him out, a minute or two before they got him out. So, he's going to be probably in pretty bad shape. So, we want to make sure that we pray for those people, because we don't want anything like that to happen. And also, we want to make sure that we tell the Beech Grove Fire Department and all the local fire departments that we really appreciate what they do. Whether it's in a small town or a big town, the fire departments play a major role in everything that goes on. And you don't really want to think about them until something goes wrong. But when they need their funding, we need to make sure that they're getting their funding. So the Beech Grove Fire Department and everybody, we'd like to thank you for going out there and saving those two people, those individuals. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the highway's closed down. We don't know when it will open back up. Hopefully it will be open back up before the day's over with. Before we move on to the next segment, I'm going to need you to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. And these videos are brought to you by none other than me here at D9J Sports, where we train some of the top quarterbacks in the country, not just in the state of Texas. Let's keep this thing rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we already know about the TSA workers not getting paid, ladies and gentlemen. Now they're asking TSA workers from Dallas and the Fort Worth area to commute down to Houston to help out at Intercontinental and at Hobby down there in Houston. Well, damn, they ain't even getting paid. But yet the ICE agents are getting paid. We've already talked about that. But now, as the lawmakers are poised to go out on the Easter break for 2 weeks, damn, that's a long time. They're getting 2 weeks to go out on their Easter break. A decision has not been made. But the president, Donald Trump, has vowed now that he's going to sign an order making sure that the TSA workers are getting paid. Well, that's a good thing, but my question to you is, what is it taking so long? Why is it taking so long? I don't get it. You got 6-hour wait times. You got 10 out of every 20 or 30 employees not coming to work, and you expect them to come to work, but now all of a sudden you've got the money. But the crazy part to me is, once he said that, then in the same breath, he come back and said he don't know exactly when he's going to sign it. Well, that's just another slap in the face to the American public, to the TSA workers. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that this has to happen, and that these people need their money. And as the holiday season comes up, this time next week, it's going to be Good Friday. It's going to be time for people. People are definitely going to be traveling. Ladies and gentlemen, if the lawmakers can't get something done, man, that's gonna make it bad for Easter travel. But once again, I guess anything that has to do with who, they will try to block it in any way they can. I want you to think about that. Next week is Good Friday, and people are going to be traveling to see their families on Easter weekend, and this mess is going on at the airports. It's going to have a lot of people out there upset. People are already upset, but people are going to go haywire if they can't hit the road to see their families. Let's keep this thing rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Well, just a couple of days ago, we know about the flight at LaGuardia Airport, where the two pilots were killed. The one lady was ejected. The stewardess was ejected out of her plane. And now we've got reports coming out just 2 days after that. A Black Hawk helicopter, a military Black Hawk helicopter, came dangerously close in the crash into American Airlines flight full of upwards of 170 passengers on board. You could hear the guys in air traffic control saying, "This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good." Telling the pilot that he needed to level the plane off, or they're going to collide. And at the very end, he was able to level the plane off, and they came dangerously close. Their beacon came on. Their emergency collision beacon came on. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It was dangerously close, and you know what would have happened. That would have been a lot of lives taken, simply because, and don't put it on anything else, simply because the government's not doing what they're supposed to do. So I've had people on some of the videos saying that I was a coward and all this stuff because of reporting. Now, shut your damn mouth up, because you're the type of people right now that will go along with anything. You will go along and stand for anything, and this doesn't make any sense. If that Black Hawk helicopter would have collided, women and children, free innocent lives are being taken behind these lawmakers up here who are getting their damn money. They're getting their money, and these people are not able to go to work. Easter weekend going to be coming up, and these people are going to be stranded at home, stranded at the airports. And let's just think, you go to the airport, hell, you're not rich. You can barely afford your flight. Then you miss your flight, or you go get on your flight and you get ready to come back, you miss your flight. Man, what are you going to do then? Go get a car, go rent a car? That's money. And then drive all the way back? Ladies and gentlemen, this is out of control, what's going on here in America, ladies and gentlemen, out of control. Once again, constantly telling everybody else in other countries what they need to be doing and what their lawmakers need to be doing and what we will stand from them when you're not even doing us right. You treat us like we're a third world country, and it's just not fair. Vote them all out. Vote them all out. On my way out, I'm going to tell you, the weekend's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. You made it to Friday. So when you get to work, don't you stay a minute over, no matter what they say. You get out of there. You go enjoy your family. Go home. Crank up that lawnmower on Saturday. Get the yard cleaned up. Get ready for Easter weekend, ladies and gentlemen, because you may find yourself sitting at home the whole time. Be careful out there, and be careful if you're headed across B.A. Steinhagen Dam B Lake. This is Allen Drive. See you on the drive Monday morning. I'm definitely O-U-T.